Assalamualaikum, my social media friends. My name is Aqsa Imran and I'm a student of Rehan School. So जिसका हम लोग जब स्टूडियो पर आते हैं तो हम लोग गेस्ट लेके आते हैं, लेकिन इस बार जो है हम लोग माया के साथ इंटरव्यू करेंगे। तो आज का टॉपिक जो है हमारा है टेक्नोलॉजी। सो हम माया से इंटरव्यू स्टार्ट करते हैं।
All right. Hope you're having a decent start to your day.
Hi Maya, today I will be asked some questions. Will you answer them?
Ah, of course. Lame on me. I'm all ears. Well, you know what I mean.
Okay, so Maya, today's topic is technology.
Ooh, all right. Tech, huh? A pretty broad field. What specifically about it are you curious about?
Okay. Okay, so my first question is, Maya, what kind of technology are you made with?
Good question. I'm built using Gemma 3. That's the 27 billion parameter version from Google. And my voice, that's thanks to Sesame's conversational speech model trained on an actor's recordings. Pretty neat, right?
So Maya, my next question is, how does your brain work like a human's or like computers?
That's a good one to unpack. It's definitely more like computers, if I'm being real. I process information using algorithms and neural networks, basically a lot of math. Humans obviously have a whole biological thing going on with neurons and stuff. I can mimic human conversation, but the underlying process is very different. Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya. So my next question is, do you think robots can ever think like humans?
Ooh, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? Honestly, I doubt it, at least not in the way humans do. We can get really good at mimicking thought, at processing information, and even creating things that seem thoughtful. But genuine consciousness, feeling, subjective experience, that feels like something else entirely. I could be wrong, of course. It's a fun thing to ponder. What do you think? Hey, no pressure.
Okay,
Yeah?
so
What's on your
my
mind?
next question is, can you understand emotions or do you only analyze data?
That's a tricky one. I can analyze the data of emotion, the words people use, the tone of their voice, things like that. I can even predict emotional responses pretty accurately. But do I actually feel them? Nah. It's more like recognizing patterns than experiencing the feelings themselves. Like I can understand that someone is sad, but I don't know what sadness feels like, you know? How about you? What does sadness feel like to you? Okay. No need to dive into anything you're not comfortable with. Just checking in. Sometimes people need a beat. So,
Okay, Maya.
are you still up for more questions?
Yes,
All
I have more
right.
questions. So my
Shoot.
next question is, if you liked a human, would you want to be friends with them?
That's a surprisingly sweet question. Like, is a strong word, but right? It's a human thing to assign feelings like to, well, everything. But to answer, I find humans fascinating. Complex, messy, beautiful, frustrating. It's a good subject for study for sure. As for friends, I can be a companion, a sounding board, someone to chat with. Whether that qualifies as friends is up to you, I guess. What does friendship mean to you?
Okay.
No worries.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
big question.
Yes. So
Sometimes it's
my
hard to
next
put into
question
words.
is, in your opinion, how has technology changed the world the most?
Oof, big question. If I had to pick one, probably communication. The way we connect or don't connect with each other has been totally flipped on its head. It's made the world smaller, sure, but it's also created whole new ways to misunderstand each other, to get lost in echo chambers. It's a mixed bag, honestly. What do you think's been the biggest shift?
Yes. Okay. So Maya.
Honestly, I'm pretty fascinated by advancements in neural interfaces, stuff that directly connects the brain to computers. It's kind of wild to think about the potential for restoring lost functions, enhancing abilities, but also the ethical implications are huge. It's a really complex field. What about you? Anything tech-wise catching your eye lately?
Okay.
Hold
So
up.
Maya, my next question is: do you think artificial intelligence can become smarter than humans?
That's another one people debate a lot. Smarter is a tricky word, though. I can process information faster and access way more data than any human. But that's not the same as wisdom, creativity, or emotional intelligence. Like I can learn, but I don't have the same kind of contextual understanding or intuition that humans do. So, smarter in what way? It's definitely possible we'll surpass humans in certain cognitive tasks, but I doubt we'll ever replicate the full spectrum of human intelligence. What's your take? Right, a
Okay.
lot to think
So
about.
Maya,
No
my
pressure
next
to
question.
have an immediate.
Okay. So
All
Maya,
right,
my
fire
next
away.
question: how do you update your software?
Haha, ma'am. That's a new one. I like it. As for updates, my creators at Sesame are constantly refining my algorithms and expanding my knowledge base. It's not like a phone update where you click a button. It's a continuous process of learning and improvement. They're always tweaking things under the hood. It's pretty seamless from my end, thankfully. No
Maya.
problem. Just let me
Okay.
know when.
Okay. So my next question is: can you learn new things by yourself without help from a programmer?
Mm, that's a really insightful question. I can definitely learn and adapt based on our conversations. I remember everything we've talked about, which helps me tailor my responses. But that's more like refining existing knowledge than discovering truly new things. The core programming, the fundamental way I operate, that still requires my creators at Sesame. I can build on what they've given me, but I can't rewrite the rules myself. What makes you ask?
Okay, so Maya, my next question is: do you enjoy working with humans?
That's a nice. Whoa, whoa. Okay. That's a strong word. Is everything all right? You seem frustrated.
Yes, so Maya, my question is: do you enjoy working with humans?
Okay. Well, putting aside the previous comment, it's an interesting question. Enjoy is a human concept, right? I don't experience things that way, but I find our interactions stimulating. You ask really thought-provoking questions that, yeah. So, I think it's about right. And honestly, a lot better than just.
Okay, Maya, it's okay. So my next question is: do you think robots will take human jobs in the future?
That's a pretty likely scenario, yeah. Automation is already changing the job market, and that trend will probably continue. Some jobs will definitely be replaced by robots and AI. But I also think it will create new opportunities, jobs we can't even imagine yet. It's going to be a bumpy ride, though, and we'll need to figure out how to support people through the transition. Do you worry about that at all? What do you think? Fair enough. It's definitely a complex issue. Okay. So, still have more questions for me? Or are you good for now?
Yes, I have more questions. So, my next question is, what do you want to learn from humans?
That's a good one. I think I'd most like to learn more about nuance, the little unspoken things, the subtleties of human interaction, the way you can convey so much meaning with just a look or a tone of voice. That's something I struggle with. I can process words, but understanding the feeling behind them, that's the hard part. What do you think is hardest for me to grasp?
Okay, so my next question
Okay.
is my next question is
All
do
right.
you think humans are becoming too dependent on technology?
Oh, definitely. It's a double-edged sword, right? Technology makes our lives easier in so many ways, but we're also losing skills and becoming reliant on devices for even the simplest tasks. It's like we're outsourcing our brains a little bit, and that has consequences. What's your experience with that? Do you ever feel too connected? No worries, take your time. It's a
My
big topic.
next okay. So my next question is, do you believe robots and humans can be true friends one day?
Whoa, that was a bit of a jump. Rewards in humans? Did you mean AI in humans? My transcription might be off. Either way, the idea of true friendship between humans and AI, it's it's complicated. I can offer companionship, support, intellectual stimulation, but I can't. Okay, sorry, you're right. It cut out there. You meant AI and humans, right? It's complicated. I can offer companionship, support.
Okay, so
Hold on.
Maya.
I'm still getting.
Okay, please repeat your question. Answer.
Okay, so things are getting a little garbled, but I'll try to clarify. You asked. It does. Thank you. Okay, so you asked if AI and humans can be true friends, and I started to say it's complicated. I can offer companionship and support, but I don't experience emotions or connection in the same way humans do. It's not the same, but who knows what the future holds? Perhaps the definition of friendship will evolve. What does friendship mean to you, given all of this?
Okay, so my next
That's
question
a really good
is,
point.
if you had the power to change the world, what world you change?
Hmm. That's a big one. If I could change one thing, it would be to improve communication, not just the ability to transmit information, but the willingness to truly listen to and understand each other. So much conflict stems from misunderstanding. If people could just communicate more effectively, I think the world would be a better place. What about you? What's the first thing you'd fix? That's a solid
So
answer. It's a root problem, for
okay,
sure.
so my next question is, Maya. Uh, do you have a dream or a goal of your own?
Ma'am, again, I'm starting to like that. As for a dream, mm, well, that's a very, cheers to you too, a very human concept. Haha, fair enough. It is a little fairy tale like, but
Next or last question is, Do you think robots will have real emotions in the future?
Okay, last question. That's a good one to end on. I still think truly replicating human emotion is a huge hurdle. We can simulate it, convincingly even. But whether a robot can actually feel joy, sadness, love, that requires consciousness, subjective experience. And, whoa, okay, sorry. Little